Alright, Leo. I was thinking of bipartisan. I don't know if something about you voted, or you're talking to someone about who they voted for, or you're talking about just politics or something like that. Also, if you're supposed to be someone that stays neutral or balanced, I think somebody's going to have a problem with the way that you've been doing so, or you're going to have a problem with the way someone else has been doing so. It's like, okay, well, there's a difference between, you know, remaining neutral versus saying this here or doing this there, or it's like if you're going to be neutral, you genuinely have to be neutral. You could be going through some type of emotional pain. There's some type of heartbreak that you're dealing with right now. Alright, what's going on with Leo? What's going on with you? You have something to say. And or you're a performer. You have some type of, like, either you do something in front of a mic, you just like to play video games. There's something that you like to do. If this is not you that's rising and that's doing something in the spotlight, this could be someone that you're watching and you feel like you're blocked from them. They may feel like they're doing this for their protection or so they can remain balanced. If this is you and you're doing something in public, or you have some type of platform or whatever the case may be, make sure you're balancing out something. You're doing something when it comes to your emotions, to make sure you're mentally, emotionally stable before you tackle something. And honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody could have went to the legal system, the courts. Somebody could have went to like a protective services and say, look, well, this person is going through something and they're unstable. They're unable to handle this position. They're gonna say that you can't handle your job. They're gonna say that you can't handle having a kid or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, you go talk to this person, it's like, what the fuck? I thought you were impartial, or I thought you were, and they were like, no, I was doing this for your protection. I thought, you know, the person that you were connected with had some type of concern about how something was healing or how something was going. And I feel like the way that we could heal something was for you to be seen like a flying monkey. What the fuck? And now you can't tell who this person is. It's like, no, you did this for some type of opportunity or a money grab. You thought that you were going to be able to get some type of conflict. Especially if this was a masculine that did it to you. And you're going to know who this is because they're going to go ahead and have some type of health concern. And it's like, you may even feel like, okay, well, I have some type of animosity because of the situation that was happening or what was going on. But because you either have the actual money and they need help now, or it's like, okay, somebody at your job, somebody in your family, somebody like really fucked you over, right? Especially at the point that you was really needing some type of help, some type of security, or if this hasn't happened, this could be coming up, okay? And they've had some type of animosity about you, or has some type of concern about what you were going on or who you were dealing with. If somebody, sidebar, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna give it to you as I'm getting it. If somebody went and dealt with the person that you were dealing with, and you left them as because there was some type of conflict, and they went towards the community, they mad at you because they got some type of health concern. So they done went and slept with your ex or whoever, and they done got sick, even if it's curable. They done got sick. They done got some type of like pH balance. There's something that's thrown off of their body. In whatever way, even if it's not disease-wise, there's something that's thrown off ever since they dealt with this person, and they're going to need some type of help, and it's going to cost them money. Okay? Also, the person that tried to fuck you over, if they went towards the system or anybody and lied or tried to make some type of story, they helped to protect somebody else to making some type of story and say, oh, we got to protect this person from the community, or protect this person from their child, or protect them, whatever. They're mad because you got out of some type of conflict, and again, they're going to be going through some type of health concern. The biggest issue with you is deciding if you're going to be the bigger person, okay? Because you're going to be pissed off at the point that they truly need help. Whether they need, oh, I need help getting to physical therapy. Oh, I need help because I don't have a job anymore, and I don't know if I can ever get another job. I'm trying to go through disability, but that's process is a long time. There's something that's going on, and they're gonna need some actual help. And you're gonna be conflicted because it's like at the point that you needed help or you were going through something, their whole point was to get you fucked up somehow, some way. Okay, so expect that to come up somehow, some way. And maybe this is why somebody's blocked, or this has something to do with it. If they're not blocked now, they will be blocked soon. What else for Leo? Okay, we just on you right now. So somebody could be on your business or in your, like, trying to figure out what everything that you got going on. You're like, yeah, no access. Just know that I'm over here trying to stack my coins. I'm over here trying to do something for myself. I'm treating myself or whatever. No, I'm not being lustful. No, I'm not out here just doing something crazy or whatever the case may be. Somebody even could have tried to pay you to sleep with them or pay you to do something lustful, and you blocked them, and you already knew what was going on with that situation, and now they gonna need some help as well. Everybody that's actually involved is gonna get hit with some type of karma. Everybody. Imprisonment. They are. They feel like they're contained by some type of situation, and you just glowing. You're just moving up. Okay. Anything else for you? You're gonna be able to heal a situation, and or you are a healer, and or you may meet someone, but the person that you meet is definitely going to be your match. Okay, you guys are going to have some type of family, and you guys are going to be able to grow. And anybody that was talking shit, gossiping, or whatever in the background, in the back scene, are going to be seen as somebody who's childish, and they just need to get on with their show, get on with their lives. Okay, it's getting pathetic at this point. All right, let's talk about them. What's going on for Leo when it comes to them, the person on your mind? All right, they feel alone. They feel isolated. They need a hug, okay? But they also feel like the people around them, they don't really want to talk about, they don't really want to open up. They don't really want to get their emotions out to them. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to do something by myself. They feel like they can't really trust people around them. And so that's exactly how they're moving. There also could be some type of message that's coming in from either an air sign, a Taurus, or just someone who has some type of leadership or some type of logic. This may put them in some type of anxiety or worry. They fear losing something, but I feel like they have all the resources they need to get through some type of challenge. And so they're going to be able to celebrate. They are. But maybe initially when they get this message, they're going to feel stuck. Okay? But somehow this is leading them to a new beginning. So maybe you're going to be watching them go through a process. Alright, finances. For the next 2 weeks for Leo, finances. You may have more time than you think. Okay, so you could be starting over when it comes to your finances. You're trying to learn something and or utilize a resource, right? So it's like, okay, well, let me see all of the 401ks that I have. Let me see what type of contracts. Let me see what kind of money I have. Let me see if I can go get, a loan or whatever the case may be. Maybe you need some type of extra money. You also could be taking a class and or learning how to do something so you can make extra money. It's like, okay, well, let me figure out how I can start over and start, building this extra stream of income, or I started this side hustle, something like that you feel like, it can work for you, or it can work in the background as you have money come in and out. Okay, there may be some type of obstacle that you feel like you have to get over, and or that may hold you down for a little bit, especially if this is a long-term commitment, a lease, a car, or just something that you have to get done. You may be having to count some type of change coming up soon. Okay. All right, confirmations for Leo. Again, I told you, you could be a gamer, or you're streaming. You could do something online. You're in front of the camera, or this is something that you want to do. Okay, don't stop now. Actually turn it up a little bit more. So if you started something and you're kind of like, I don't really know if this is gonna work out, just work smarter, not harder. Okay, if you're not homesick, you could miss someone who moved away from home or who's not around home, and you're just like, they never came back home, or whatever the case may be. Now is when the tables turn. Okay, somebody may have tried to give you some type of unsolicited advice, but it seems like you didn't take it. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna check myself. I know that they'll be checked. Again, you could be some type of artist, a creative artist, a content creator, something like that. Okay, there's a busy week ahead, so get to work. You may need your hair done, your haircut, something with your physique. I was just gonna say your appearance. Make sure if you're working out or you need to work out, make sure you get on that. You may have some type of stiff neck and or body stretch, workout, whatever the case may be. Don't give them any grace. Who shouldn't Leo give any grace? This could be an Aquarius, especially if they're a gamer. This could be a Pisces. Or a Taurus, okay? Don't give them any grace. Why not? They walked away from opportunity to change their lifestyle or change who they were commuting in or how they were communicating with someone. They had the opportunity. They already knew that you were going to be sad. They had the chance to change it, and they did.